Well, tonight, a special CBS 12 News I-Team investigation. Is Florida law making it easier for doctors and medical professionals to get away with accidentally killing patients?
That little-known statute is now the life's work of a Lake Worth Beach woman who lost her parents 4 years ago. Here's CBS 12 News reporter Jay O'Brien.
Melody Page made these collages herself. Each faded photo, a memory of her dad, Ken, a painter and bodybuilder.
My dad worked out every day.
And mother, Elizabeth, their guardian angel. The couple, married for decades, died days apart in 2016. It started when Elizabeth got sick and then got worse.
She had the flu, and it was some fluke, I guess.
Paramedics rushed to the house, but Ken, who suffered from dementia, wouldn't let them in.
They called the police. My father did not react well to that.
He was in that moment, do you feel disconnected from what was happening?
Oh, sure.
By the time the paramedics got to her, Melody's mother was gone. Ken was taken to a nearby hospital, sedated, and held for a mental health evaluation under Florida's Baker Act.
But if he wasn't Baker acted, taken to the hospital,
He would not have died. There is no way he would have died.
Melody rushed to the hospital to be by her father's side, having no idea he may be in danger, too.
I came into the hospital room and he tried to sit up to hug me. He said, "Oh, Mommy's gone." I said, "I know." And in that moment, the nurse injected something into his IV. And as he was falling back out, he said, "You got to get me out of here. They're going to kill me."
Ken never came home. His death certificate says Ken died of cardiac arrest and old age, but a pharmacist who reviewed his records told Melody he was on at least 4 different sedatives when he died. She believes that's what killed him.
He stopped breathing from oversedation.
But Melody may never know for sure. Florida law only allows children under the age of 25 and spouses to sue a hospital for wrongful death. But if the spouse is dead and the children are over 25, like Melody, they can't sue. She calls it the free kill law.
You have to either be married to the person or a minor child of that person. And in no other circumstances can you bring it to a court of law.
And that's not all.
what if you are a single person who has no kids and no spouse, and you are killed by medical malpractice? Can your parents bring a case?
No.
Can anyone bring a case?
No.
Florida law does say you can sue for things like funeral costs, but not pain and suffering damages. It's those that make it possible for a lawyer to take your case. Otherwise, it's just plain too expensive.
To bring a malpractice case, as a minimum, I spend $50,000 minimum on a single case.
Christopher Larmoya is a medical malpractice attorney who has to turn down these types of cases all the time. Many are parents, most of special needs children, seeking answers after loved ones have died under medical care.
You have to tell them, I'm sorry, I can't get you any information. They're not going to give you any information. And that's it.
Another consequence of this law, Larmoya explains, if you don't sue, you can't force the hospital to explain how the death occurred.
There's nothing anybody can do about it because the legislature doesn't recognize that you have a remedy.
When the law was passed decades ago, malpractice insurance costs were skyrocketing and driving doctors out of Florida. But Melody argues it's about more than money.
This law killed my mother.
Today, Melody is asking others with similar stories to write their legislators, calling on them to support a bill co-authored by Boca Raton Representative Emily Schlossberg, eliminating the free kill loophole.
For my dad, this is my apology. His last words were, "Get me out of here, they're going to kill me."
The fight in Tallahassee isn't going to be easy.
When we're up against a medical malpractice lobbyist, tons of money, I can't pay politicians millions of dollars to change this for me.
Are you confident you're going to win this?
No.
As you know, bills, once they're introduced, have to go through committees before they can be voted on and ultimately become law. This bill has to go through what's called the Civil Justice Subcommittee of the larger Judiciary Committee. Representative Bob Rommel of Naples is the chair of that subcommittee. He hasn't returned our calls and emails, guys.
So, Jay, let me get this straight. My son Casey is 25, not married, no children. If he died due to medical malpractice, I, as his mother, cannot sue?
That's right. Not only does it apply to Casey, it applies to me, and it applies to the photographer who worked on this story. In fact, when we walked into Melody's house to shoot that interview, she said, "Oh, you guys are free kills," which is something that's jarring to hear.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, keep us posted on that new bill.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Jay. Well, if you have a story that you'd like our I-Team to investigate, please contact us at investigate@cbs12.com, or you can call us, the number on the screen. The I-Team can be reached at 561-868-2929.